You're currently running your real estate business and you've hit this point where you're just stuck. This point where you're making a certain amount of money, but you're finding it very hard to increase that number by even a factor of 2 or more. For example, maybe you're making 100K annually, but you're really trying to get to that $250,000 mark and you've just hit this glass ceiling. So what ends up happening is you start searching for answers to really grow and scale. That's when you're exposed to a whole bunch of different types of marketing gimmicks, or what I like to refer to as shiny objects. You know the ones: lead generation through Facebook ads, we manage your social media, cold calling centers for hire that guarantee leads. I'm sure you've seen them before, and they're probably flooding your Facebook feed and your inbox as we speak. Now, while some of these strategies do work, there is one underlying thing that you're potentially overlooking that will help you scale prior to you hiring one of these specialists. And that one thing is systems. Emmanuel here, and systems is what today's training is all about. We're diving in to help you better understand it to hopefully help you scale in the future. So let's go. Now, before I get into the good stuff, you guys know the deal. Please make sure you click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon. It really and truly helps support our channel. Plus, you get notified for future videos just like this one here. So thank you so much for clicking in advance. Now, to start today's conversation on systems, I first want to start with a little bit of an analogy / story for you. Let's say you're putting together some furniture that maybe you bought from IKEA, for example, but it doesn't come with an instruction manual. Now, how the heck are you supposed to understand what goes where when you're trying to assemble this said piece of furniture? I mean, sure, you could probably go to the original carpenter that designed this piece of furniture and ask for instructions, but truly, how efficient is that? I mean, every single time they sell this piece of furniture, that means that that person that bought it needs to go to this carpenter and constantly keep asking assembly instructions. It makes absolutely no sense. Well, this exact same thing applies to your business. If all that information that you use to operate your business is trapped inside of your head, and I want to emphasize the word trapped, then how is anyone supposed to understand how your business works? Are you willing to trade your valuable time to explain procedures to every single person that you bring on to really help you scale? Obviously not. And that truly, my friends, is the importance of systems. So let's dig into this a little bit more, shall we? You see, you've hit this financial glass ceiling because there is one undeniable truth. You've hit capacity. You no longer have the time or bandwidth to scale your business because you're trapped really doing the day-to-day operations of your business. Essentially, all your time is really focused on working in your business versus working on your business. And this all boils down to the basic understanding of how your time is valued. So check this out. You see, as you started your real estate career, you essentially were trading your time for money. However, as you've probably realized now, you need more of your time back to focus on growing, and what you do need to do now is start buying back your time. So what exactly does buying back your time look like? It essentially comes in the form of maybe bringing on a virtual assistant or an executive assistant to handle repetitive tasks, maybe a buyer's agent to drive around potential clients, or maybe a marketing person to help you with lead gen. Now, this type of help comes in many forms, but the idea behind this is still the same. If you've computed your hourly rate, and let's say your hourly rate is $100 an hour, and you spend your time doing $25 an hour tasks, then you're essentially limited to that $25 an hour rate in the long run, and that's really what's limiting you from being able to scale or grow to that next level in terms of income. However, if you delegate that task to someone at $25 an hour, for example, you'll be able to increase your output and productivity by multiple factors, thereby allowing you to scale your business. Now, going back to that furniture assembly analogy I alluded to in the beginning of the video, part of the process of creating systems for your business starts with creating procedures, or the business instruction manual, if you will. Now, let me give you a little bit more of a context and guide for you to follow, so check this out. You see, working in your business is essentially made up of 5 different categories. These categories are lead generation, lead nurture, sales, or the act of converting a prospect into a client, fulfillment, which is, the actual real estate transaction, and of course, retention, or staying top of mind with existing clients so that you can try to generate some repeat business. By the way, this same rule that I'm showing you here applies to all businesses, but I'm specifically calling out real estate for the purposes of this video. Now, the reason you're trapped in the position of not being able to scale is because you're currently working in your business, and the goal of scaling is to really remove you or extract you from working in your business or one of these 5 categories and instead move you to working on your business. And you really do this by buying back your time. So your job, if you choose to accept it in order to truly scale your business, is to create systems for each one of these categories. I want to provide you with as much help as possible for this particular topic. So I made a little bit of a worksheet for you. So please go ahead and follow the link on your screen here. I'm also going to leave this link in the description below as well. All right, so check it out. This is the worksheet document or little framework I have for you. Let me explain to you how to use this. Now, first and foremost, I want to make sure that you make a copy for yourself so you can actually edit the information, because this is a read-only document. So head over to File and then make a copy. Then it makes a copy and saves it to your Google Drive, and then you can go in here and edit it. Now, for each category that I alluded to earlier, you're going to want to create essentially a map of your process or everything that's in your head, and you want to put it on paper. And on this paper, we're going to want to outline a few things. Now, the easy way to approach this is just by simply answering these questions for every single procedure that you have in your business. So let's start from the top. I'm going to go through the entire sheet with you and give you the instructions and provide you with some examples. Now, number 1, you're going to want to start with really answering the question, what part of the business does this affect? So in the instructions, explain what this SOP affects, which is it lead gen, is it lead nurture, is it sales, is it fulfillment, or is it retention? So in my example, I'm going to say that this is a SOP or a system for lead generation. Then the next question is, what is the objective of this task? Instructions, explain the objective in 1 sentence. And this is simply to create a YouTube video. Now, what are the procedures to fulfill this task? Explain in detail the step-by-step instructions to complete this task. In this example, it's research a topic, create a script and video assets, record the video, edit the video, and then schedule the video. And next question is, what is the definition of done? Now, this is key, because if you don't add a finish line, if you decide to delegate this task out, how is anyone supposed to know what is defined as complete? So really, the instructions here explain how you can quantify when a task is completed. In this particular case, the example is the video is published on YouTube. And then lastly, how do you measure the efficiency or accuracy of the results? And really, this is based off of making sure that you're able to quantify this task is actually generating you a return on investment. Like, how do you measure it? How do you know you're doing something with a purpose versus just doing something just to do something? So the instructions here are explain how you know if the effort of this task is justified. So in this example, the measurement of effort is the videos always need to be published at 9 a.m. every Thursday, and I need to see how many appointments are generated from these videos. And these are all different measurements that you need to track. Now, the plan here is to take inventory of everything you do on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. From there, create a document for each one of these tasks that you repeat, and that can be delegated for less than your hourly rate. Once this is synthesized, then and only then can you start buying back your time and hiring people to help you scale. And of course, once this is done, then you can start focusing on working on your business instead of in it. Now, if you need help installing systems into your business, it's actually one of the things that we're exceptional experts at. And I highly recommend that you schedule a strategy session with either myself or someone from my team, leaving the link in the description below as well, and we can talk some shop. However, if you're not ready yet, then I highly recommend that you at least join us in our free Facebook community where we talk all things systems, as well as lead generation, lead nurture, sales fulfillment, and retention, websites, digital marketing, the whole 9, leaving that link in the description below as well. Now, if you want to dig into some more ideas for systems to create, then I highly recommend that you check out this video right here, where I dig into the different types of traffic that you get from lead gen and lead nurture. There's a ton of insightful stuff there that will really help you better strategize the creation of your systems moving forward. So till the next video, have a great day, everybody.